Okay. All right. So my people, you know how we do it. It's your boy AMG Amount. This segment for now, it's in the room. This is something I'm introducing. This is what we are going to shoot. Like I told you, we are bringing something new. We are adding something new to the normal things that we do. So all you need to do is you go to the YouTube channel, you subscribe to AMG Amount Official, and then you share to others for them to also see the video. And also, this segment is proudly brought to us, and it is sponsored by Nutra Ultramodern Facilities. If you look at where we are sitting right now, this is Nutra Ultramodern Facilities. Whenever you walk into Dambai, the Uti Regional Capital, just say you are looking for Nutra. The last person in this town will bring you here. I'll leave his contacts under the screens. As time goes on, you can pick it up and give him a phone call. He sells all sort of products, being it if it is just electronics, computer mic, microphones, keyboard, mouse. He also works on computers. If your computer has a problem, just bring it to Neutral. Neutral will do everything today. So today we're going to have a very long and an educative conversation today. And my guest for today is no one and no one, anybody in OT region knows this man. He's called, I don't know, no, let me not mention his name. He will do the introduction himself. But anybody that has seen this man before knows that this man is me, he's a legend to me. I don't know for you, but that's just by the way. So let me just take you to my boss. Good evening, my boss.
Ciao.
Eh, thank you very much. So
The intro is bad.
when I see. So you understand, because of how our locality is, so but we'll be speaking more of the tree for the purposes of education. So maybe amount for we know where we are starting from. So this evening, obviously for many neutral and a high very so you better come up based on what has happened, what is being through, how he started, where he has gotten to. Charlie, I know you know neutral and you know what has happened. So nobody has seen him say anything about it before but me and then we didn't pass. So Charlie, just stay and then you better come up. So my boss, Mount, we did the home and yes, no, and yɛde adwuma no ba fie na afei yɛate wɔ no mu sɛm na ɛteɛ ne sɛ me I've been away for a while na meni around but all along no mete incident bi which was I don't know which wasn't good to hear at all but nyame adom nti there's no life lost even though property was lost but nkwa deɛ mpanimfoɔ sɛ wowɔ nkwa na wowɔ adeɛ and you know I'm very very much happy that Bibian too will be here but and along that line Bibian is a worker and also before we get to that stage I would like you to take us through your journey right from where how you started your schooling days to everything so neutral if they say neutral who is neutral?
It's a very open question. I'll make access to it. Nutra is the brand name people know me for.
Okay.
And know me of.
Okay.
But a dear member me told me a Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert.
Okay. Gilbert.
Now Nutra no me find Nutra no a dimbia. It has its own story.
Okay.
Near a dini buy into existence so
okay.
And the now me school days me call me class primary crèche to class 3 me call me Lakeside.
Lakeside.
Yeah.
Oh, Lakeside.
Later na say I say Football no ya adoso.
Asɔɔden.
Na asɔɔden no so de.
Asɔɔden.
E na nkwa na kita ne power bank. E di de bia na charge.
Asɔɔden.
Oh, ene de e ka.
Okay.
Ana mo se de ya de so kono ma nya faster, na faster so.
Okay.
Ana mo de mo ko sha akra na. Nti aho na me ko wie school bia.
Oh, okay.
Nti me wie school na yeah, select schools we select outside Accra.
Okay.
Because now Martina I want to change the environment. That man means some person down.
Okay.
And now so my imagine saying TV the bad down. And now the car say my banner and care money.
Okay.
And to me St. Mary's.
Lulubi.
Yeah.
Okay. Mary's.
All that mean but let's share some history enemy boys did on na me hwɛ me ho so a ase me ye mistake kɔ so asɔde no like be hard be can
we know Mary's boys there.
Me aka so na me do saa
Okay.
enti me sa kɔ na boys no saa groom me a ebe say why they are not jeans so na so we kɔ enti na ma me so nim de enti me pese me kɔ.
Okay.
Bana omo kyerɛ a they also want me to leave the area.
Okay.
Na me academically we enye brag na me go.
Oh there.
Na me ni ba de pa.
Wow, show ni kra ni bia na be ka.
Me obi so a school so nya de me share that you say me na business side no yeah this guy and then you good. And then ma me so train ma me nti o mo hu say me amaria ta so say otiri ginana. O pese ma je say oba me ba. Nti o mo ye ya mo share de ya de so kono so say sade a. And then you go share OT senior high.
OT.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And now Meliji say, "You call your first, no. Now results are made call no. Now academics in person of Jimmy. I didn't come back to Accra. And I'm in call me a school na me nyai. Hey. Now I'm so my market so me hire me pen so environment in the best say me. And I'm so me I'm not carried away easily like that. Okay. And me keep the standard. Okay. And oh yeah, my grandfather cast on my kind to a sereno. More the anointing. And yes, I want really answer to Canada, the Kobe. Okay. And also, obey Jenny Pat in the Nibo. And Jimmy Bat first term, second term, third term, 4-1 in Nano. No money tell me. She said, we are not drop here. Bana, with a second you do form 2 second term air corner. Now, after the nipa relax, na seniority ni I take you over. Any some money kakra ni tina. Na si book no ye crack. Tina ma mi be dry. Enti esa bisa mo say I don't know corner na sa put you on the guy. Enti na me say kana me create ye no so mo so mo good. Okay. Enti ma e ban book a obia share try because more better test I'm pulling. Okay. And once I was on down, so there's the need to learn. Okay. And now see that was 2013 to 2016 journey. Oh, okay. And 2016 May 13. May 13, 2016. And I'm in USS. Oh, okay. Now OT one of the schools are. I'm recording I would like to go again. But I'm not OJJ. Hey, I'm OJJ too. OT is very good. And to me, you know. Na mabusie mu no ade a aye dominant e buy sell like business. Okay. And the genesis of the family bana me ma me so feel say being the only male and the firstborn. Okay. Like buying juma like bisa. So buying juma no do ya wetin asa 30 days as well say we ska di. Like a baby thing. Yes. And a street no so na me timi survive here. I'm not the plant me nti. I say me feel say street no bo me ye ma me chen. Aban no iti na ma me so twem ma me. Enti we school na there was the need me to also. Okay. And I make say we me to do. Enti me o street no so na ma me say o twem ma me. Enti me so me hwe a na computer juma ye juma bia like a damakuma so. Eye juma se me se me ye na me se ma bre no kura no usa say make me say okay like I still have reserve energy for it no matter how exhausted I am. Okay.
Okay.
My poor coffee, no friend or computer like never. I'm see my brain no sana like how I love the way.
Awesome.
And the never my so trim mommy. I know say my mother say never need you on. Okasu be wow for too much. Dreams need you on. Who know need wait who's a crowd.
Yes.
Chain wow for. So there's the need to go against some of the odd.
Yes.
And to me say my mother say or say some go school now and then me no yanka.
Okay.
Because you need the pen. You know, sometimes you need to take some risks.
Yes. If you take the risk.
I am saying about the school need the embassy. We don't person me na. I am in team be some way.
Okay.
And Mr. Tete vibrator.
Okay.
Or Tiasindende or Cherado that school.
Okay.
Maybe I will be a some man.
Yeah, I see him, Mr.
Vibrator.
Shout out to you, Mr.
Maybe I will be a switcher man. I mean,
Shout out.
Not American. And see, no computer shop for town.
Okay.
And the guy now now madam for.
Okay.
I know catch himself so on condo. And the way I'm in the channel. Remember no family coach any master and I mean take you over.
Okay.
Na member na hall see. Na the nyina na adwuma no koye.
The one is to that.
Adam kuma so. Because back in OT, yeah, be entertainment. Yeah, nipa 3, me, micro, pizza. Yeah, ne kaka your machines boom. Yeah, the entertainment. Baku the computer baba, baku the amps baba, the speaker. Sis mixer, sis here, entertainment for the old school. And then I idea you need you. And I think also back class no, try sit here. Yeah, this is a question about yes, so. No, so no, see, Hantina, see, speed or catch it as a young man or class. And sometimes what idea, you might question and walk around what he's teaching. Send a bear man because ye speed the guitar. And then you want to and then you go home, and they go home. I am Mr. Vibrator. I declare.
Only watching
Mr. Enim. I think you friend teacher about Mr. Bedno or that future I do.
Okay.
And I'm catching so. One way Jimmy Mumma for sign crack. And also no dear with Jimmy B. Sam said, Mayor, he be my back and to work for sign. Maybe CBR original. Okay. And I'm a man one say, New York, why not my says, only more fee or so 1 minute or and of what Gino or Simon and a man in the shop in the Sherman. And to going forward, no now, Yanka said that I didn't pay you man that. And now, mean that time in my human is near Manibia. Near Manibia. Who should be a say, you need to learn. You know, being under somebody you learn. You learn. If only you want to learn, you learn. But we complain one or the man. And then the panel, yeah. But you know, those things all comes with experience. You will never get on your own unless through some procedures.
Yes,
and then also be the share here.
Truly.
Then they'll correct some of the wrongs now. Point it out when you were
under someone.
Yeah. So that means you already said go through the process. And you do the process, you know, stages maybe on another. But it's part of the process. And I'm engineer. I tell you, you know, there was a need, say, you know, I should also start life on my own. And the Dunka crack, the shares, the shares, free. My former boss, the Mickey.
Okay.
Also, yeah, also has also helped during the journey.
Yeah,
Mr. Asu.
Mr. Asu, yes, Mr. Asu. Shout out to Mr. Asu.
Maybe all be also, I mean, like a 70 and I, yeah, be sure that I say, Menelo, yeah, partner, yeah, Busuka crack. Out of that, and I, near me, shop. That was 2018. And I maybe near me shop.
Not some shop, first.
Yeah, fair shop. That was July.
Okay.
And she never share a brand share on my own and independent, you know. Na nyama petite crack because now my system no match at a crack. Now my phone soon. And 2018, 19 more. I do call 20 more and I very first extension.
Okay.
At a shop, you know, I been here, maybe nti didi mu a 2023 ana me sabe bi mu pa nde na me
So Neutral, along that time now, we extension now, we econo. Is there any challenge you faced along that time? Challenge you face here as at when our business will go on, not able to grow. Who face the challenges behind?
business is entirely a challenge.
Okay.
While solving it, is the
More.
money making.
Okay.
Business is a problem.
Okay.
And to solve it, and one is kind of one.
Okay. Okay. I get it.
So the challenges were there were some demands as at that time. Now we need
okay.
to serve the demand.
Okay.
So you need to find your way out, either by putting your credibility on the line, taking the person's money, getting the order delivered, and now securing money from somewhere outside the business to serve
the person's
demand. Yes. And see, I need a challenge your business.
Okay.
Because here you may be you always make a call anytime say vegetables.
Okay.
So all the time there should be some money running. Yeah.
So that if such a call comes
out, you may be more money.
Okay. The more you put in,
the more you get.
Okay.
The less you put in, the less you get.
Okay.
More money.
Okay.
And you always need more money to make more money.
Okay.
And there are challenges you can't take it out. But when in your power, you don't complain much.
Okay.
But rather show working. And then 2023, you final extension now. You the grounds.
Yes.
And 2023, 2025, maybe it wasn't all rosy, but it was good.
Okay.
Now things were picking up.
Oh yeah, it's true
Things were really picking
up. When I came back from school, and the bar said me now that I'm not person me share here with the content creator and other stuff. The bar said me pay. You drive the bar say me who you. I didn't even know what to pick from. Me share I just got confused. I was like, hey, we should we have a pay way. No, we see we pay way. No, we not massa. That one is there's another one that is bigger than that one. So I was like, hey, wow. And then Charlie, it's all part of the process.
There are some secrecy in business.
And it is true.
But let me give you one of the things I do.
Okay.
One of the secrets.
Okay.
You will do a horse here now. The Juma or Yama say, or monitor market, or check what is trending, what is new, no sending me updates. And you also the Juma or Yama, oh, Charlie, they say we know system, we know about, they say we know echo, we know mouth for talk, we know like, and you also the Juma or Yama, no. So you could see all the time over ban you see new things. Like I pay somebody to also do that for me. So business comes with so many strategies. Most times, mean time crack or personally. Always have the quack maybe and now yeah. But I said because of rules there, the phone call.
Okay.
Name because so you are honestly the Juma. But personally, some quack and then I picking me move one or two. And I say, new discovery. Other than that, maybe rules need to do all right. So those are all strategies you can employ in your field of business.
Okay. All right. So Neutral, to the big question, which year and which day and incident you see, and where were you particularly? Where were you at the time that you received the call that Neutral, your shop was on fire? When were you? Which date was it? And on which day was it?
That was 20th April, around 5 p.m. 4:50 to 5 thereabout, 2025. By say now me shipment be
okay.
It's a buy na nipa na ade no be see no so no o chese no so ko yi
Okay.
nti boys na no mo shop no so no e bi e sharp
Okay.
nti we ya ne ma ne tie no obesere se obeso fa ma ne na ontimi ko yi se na be be di ni sa o won se oni wo kra na that's see ana mi see you no fa ma salaga bas ahomache ndi ana mo de ba to mo de ba ahomache mi ko je ni ma e o shop ni ni ya na me party shop na me ko nti then that don na nimbre ana mi so me ba na ma fixing me ma na ma cleaning so ana juma kitakiti ko so na ka ma yi free before the week starts. Okay. And the Sunday no me ba me bi ana mi so the way emu ahye no nti me so aircon no baako insist to say na be ya be stabilize heat no na me ba say me be eduma na menya conducive environment na me be. Okay. Nti me be so AC and nanti alcohol no that is all that time now whatever it is going on in the sense no got now no me being a later say me store no she any me getting to this place no it wasn't more than 20 minutes. I'm 20 minutes. So let me now to spa. Okay. And the second boss no yeah two first game. And the second boss now match na me fa me dey na obi anya drop me first card here. So this tell you how short I was there. Okay. And funny enough, me tell me face shop no. Right. But now the cost me na no. You don't know. Because my dance so say this a bit near there. I see. And mama bi wo menche on na me team say fire. I tell me say fire service for na etwe mu na eja onye didi. I don't know more ebi awo ma group ya na see. And me peja me team na smoke na e ban. Asema me aka ya ni say yes. And I'm driving by. Me driving and baby door glass no. Now it's beyond control. Medical say is beyond control. I swear now I know what. Now the course so inside on. So the only option available at that time is to either fight the fire with the little water around, or we call it fire service. Fire service you say for canning you. Fire service for can anyhow. And you say could be busy, you could do it. And you say BB program be koswa on board awaiting any casualty and eventuality be to can one you and maybe a journey do and I have say the 8 million. I hear almost the kind of pressure yeah, almost I'm bound for so be my. And the time I'm more around me and a coban say almost omudi afemi deche me do hon na minimum no mother power minimum ma de da how marry because time here also be bound for so to me as a citizen and a taxpayer no also am bound for so you haven't been useful and I don't want to say you be useless because we see first incident we see when you try is close to the fire service, BBC has here, and then fire service couldn't attend to win fast because I was confused. Meanwhile, this fire service and the issue and our it has been one to many. Okay. Commentary about you people. Okay. So me being the closest to you in the history of fire so far in the Bible? Me fire the closest to the fire service.
So what happened
So
to
if
you?
you couldn't use me as a scapegoat to deter some talks, be say, oh, and yes, Anna, narratives, media. Now me, I make £10 what you media and banty with me more. You when they tell me soon for so. So no, like if the closest fire of this you
couldn't come to the rescuer.
So tell me your use.
I think maybe they have. I just don't know. And it is an woman.
I said, where I make a amount, what I say, Kurana. I was saying, if I'm going to check up. And because what I say, I was saying, if I'm going to check up. No. Let's be realistic here.
Yes.
The closest to you couldn't fight it. So what justifies it? I don't know which there is some surety of say there will be remedy.
And did they tell you? Did they give any reason why the car wasn't around at that moment?
Oh, I don't know. I don't need that information even for now. Going forward, no. And a beer will be here. And also, but since here, I don't need that information. But if I say later, and I say, Ubi signboard, and then I'm maybe.
It's normal. So with that being said, were you able to find out the causing fire now?
Well, personally, my beer that should have caused fire. So they say they are experts.
Okay.
I don't know, and I don't have any reasons to believe that too.
Okay.
Because the fire being their main work, no, they haven't do any justice to it. So they are afterwards, my friend is saying, I'm what investigations, it doesn't mean a shit, excuse me to say. Are you getting me? Because then the investigation means something. But in your nostril, it wouldn't be useful. Any other thing that comes out of you later on, equally makes no sense. Ironically. What am I saying? As you over car say electrical fault and things, and the one capra in a bit me, I can say electrical fault because of you say, you have to do you so Jawa, and to be share there, common knowledge. And to see wow investigation now.
Did you has it ever crossed your mind say you open up a sadly and say it is truly electrical fault now causes problem?
Amount. Sometimes some of the things we leave it open. Most times there are so many issues or eventualities. Time and season has a way
of dealing with
yes. So let's give time some time.
Okay.
And let's see because be anywhere I say. What do I say?
Coded message.
Like the person in country was whatever being the substantive cause of the fire, will get to me.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, I say you say.
I'll come back here.
At the right time, you hear it in the news.
Okay. Okay. So with it's quite unfortunate say such an incident has happened to you. But after the incident, what I want to know is how did you handle the whole situation as a human? The psychological aspect of it, and then also physically and emotionally, everything. How did you handle the situation?
It is one of the situations or moments in your life as human where you need to prove beyond just a being and just having maybe, excuse me to say, testicles and manhood beneath you. You need to prove beyond that because everybody has it. But what makes you a man sometimes are beyond balls is the courage, the nerves, and the resilience. How resilient you are. I didn't see, I was here from the genesis of the fire to the revelation of it. Let me know. Any Asia here. I want to witness it myself. Said that she be me the come as a man. I know what I'm talking about and I know what I've seen. And I say me the year me analysis be I know what to like. I don't want it to be like to be near catching me. And then me Gina O be a mano. Hey, feel. And one thing I can also tell you for a fact, me say I've never shed tears. How do? Yeah, I said I make sure Brianna say no, me who Brianna. I said I make sure Brianna say so. Many people panic over me. I overlook them. She said me know what here. I don't consider one and say me meaning paying for a 90, meaning paying for a daily. So they've given me preview of life. And we've had fire incidents in the news, one to many. And we've seen people fall, and we've seen people rise. They are all human beings like me. Yes. And knowing very well so what happened, if it was under my consent, I wouldn't subscribe to me. That's misfortune, let's put it. Misfortune. But in every misfortune, there is some iota of fortune. Obi ma meeting you, ama meeting you soon. Obi anyone ma me be who I smile. But say you as a combine say your bones are be more let me say sour bra bones so. And you also it's also a blessing in disguise. So that's the fortune in the misfortune I want to explain to you. Okay. And I didn't see, me who say it is all about starting fresh again. And as human, sometimes you also need to assess and know yourself. There are some petty mistakes this way. I've also come to realization that in the days of the old Deuteronomy, so man to two nema back and that's human. And to be imagine say where I see me, it is another medium to start afresh and correct my mistakes. And to me give to me say see me and yes see. The only option is to start another life again. Yes. And another honest and bitter truth I need to accept is that many firstborn of my mother, my parents, and I'm the only male. My mom Obenia is my problem. My siblings are also my problem. Problem. And I need to accept this reality and face life without friction. Yes. And see now I say engine to say the ACAC, but life keeps going. So mentally I was having control over my mind, myself, and happiness around. So I'm intentional where I appear, where I don't. The kind of people I mingle with and the kind of people I don't, they are all intentional decisions. Even the kind of music we listen to also plays a role. Yes. So it was a moment where every decision counts. Any wrong move will go on to you. Okay. So it wasn't something amount. Making my catcher or say my enemy, I can't wish him or her that. But it's not easy. So like is as easy than killing the person.
So wow, say property, your lifetime investment. They go down. It's not anybody that can handle this. Look, so people, you are really, you are a man. That is why.
Sadana me store a jade muna eshina mi humu one. Me see me jina ho no bi so say we Samsung.
Asem kra. Oh bibini asem kra di ho.
Like a jada me store muna mi humu one. Obi so jina wa wa you phone. Hey. And niema me bre pa ni ama yesi so bo a kasabo en kasam peto so that. After that time, so that me Ghana card so stone. Phone you know na use. But the nipa ni we and my life, my everything. And the Ghana card na share no so no. Need to be trust I see no so. And so na me dey BBA. So I need to do replacement. Within over 2 weeks, I don't receive call, I don't make call. Because I see me na so I see no so na me dey BBA. I can also replace that SIM until the Ghana card is what? Ready. So it is one of the moments where I go for people say no you throw you to ye wo sawo ho enti agwa say nya no ho ma nyina wo ho ma wo. I getting me. So it is a moment where you also need to be there for yourself.
Everyone for himself.
Yes.
For us.
Yeah. Okay. So you need to guard some things personally. The kind of people that comes around you, the kind of music you listen to, the kind of circle you entertain, your places you appear, like a deliberate. You have to have control over that. And yes, sir, the least comment can break you. In that situation, friends, male friends, I mean, one of the moments where I will never wish anybody.
So
you die.
You see, these things we are talking about lightly like this. I swear to God, people commit suicide just because if you are something little, maybe a girlfriend be a China and an Isika 15 million and this is a whole life investment. And this man right there has been able to go through that. Look, it's not easy. So neutral. My next question is after the BRC, how did the people around you react to it? Being it family, being it friends, being it anybody, how was the reaction like? And was there any kind of support in any form?
Amount. There has been a support.
Okay.
In my honest view, there has been a support. Yes, if you before the you man son appointed before I know.
Okay.
And yembro if you depend a wedding, the baby first and son appointed so I have a couple. And the Eban there has been a support from the house.
Okay.
Amo to because now the loss was so huge that any overnight you can recover and an overnight a support can. So as time goes on, the big men in town and then some people around omunim the we are city or no more who we are seeing say etimitu obiano. They came to my aid. People gave me support, massive one. And it also goes down to say, we depend now be intentional with the lifestyle you live. The family say, who will be here for anything. But yeah, so there are moments where you will need humans. And human coming close to you will either be because of your lifestyle or because of something peculiar about you.
Yes.
So people who came in, the brain at the floor. like okay.
So you were disappointed in some people?
Yes, I am. I am in the sense amount. I didn't make a catcher of the Fadi. If I told you for this, the in your lowest moment, you know, nipa ya na be manati ni asati ni mo ay manaya o ya mo na go around
Close pa.
ish. Nko de betire o shieji. Pa omo ben omo. Like omo ebinuma omo what to say. Let me just give you some small scenario. Akwati amount me no TSC. Let me say amount. Tell him person me ya dey we. Bana say me sika sema e slow. Mama who kill away. Kill away betime abo me tin person dey hu. Na amount waje so say oh and they good cycle away ko we good ye ko ni ko hu obetime bibi. Time me no adi ko bona wie. O ko check la say o forget job.
So what is simple?
Like see who the Babylon. Charlie, will you ever believe
Judas?
like is it normal? A person you are pouring out your heart to, somebody you are considering to be in your closest of circle, obi a who say like obi a person like wakoma so asem na chire. See how bad the person is Babylon. I get me.
Yes.
So I didn't have best steady in this my situation now when say family is just a name, but there are more people do more than family do. All
Yes.
strangers,
Yes.
they seeing you progress, they have nothing to lose.
That's true.
But family seeing you progress has a lot to lose because they are competing.
That's it. So to that, Nitra, let's talk about the comeback. After all this, all the support, all the disappointment, and the pain now, go through me now, Nitra, how was the comeback like? How did you start again?
Oh, you know, once a soldier,
It's always a story.
it's always a soldier. Because I've been there before.
Okay.
I've had the connections too before. I've had business partners too before. So it is rather misfortune say me see you see here. But it doesn't take away my credibility in the business.
Yeah, yeah.
So it has all given me shoulders to ride on based on how credible I am and the kind of business we've been doing before, whatever.
Yes.
Nti ne nyinaa nso ma me platform a ma comeback no ɛyɛ easy kakra but they are all about my credibility. I work for that.
Okay.
Ɛna no nso ɛnyɛ easy.
So easy.
So bedi ne kura ma obi when it comes to money. Yeah, you see, they are all things that I've worked hard for. So I was happy seeing it paying me off in the long run.
Okay.
Yeah, me know because is here. There are some of my business partners I can just take phone and call without money, but I'll get what I want.
Okay.
Me in credibility. Me I'm a birthday to her. So life in general, I would say it doesn't come easy. You work for everything you want to get. You need to work for it.
Okay. So, Nitra, all these stories, everything that has happened, and all these lessons you've learned in life, I just want to know what is your advice to people that are watching us that look, if you are in this situation or you get yourself into this situation, this is what you do, this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do. What is your advice to the people that are watching us?
Amount is a whole lot. But let me start this way. The first advice I will give anybody watching this very video is never think what happened to me can happen to you. Yours can be worse, yours can be moderate, but there's no situation I will say is pleasant. You more kind of play try cry and smile. Now I just had the abo and I said buy free and I said what did them out of some happening. So none of them will come easy. But fatu with him say you are not immune. It can happen to you too. But maybe in a different form. But however it is, fatu with him say you could be a victim. That's one. Secondly, one of the people you need to also be intentional about in life is the kind of people you keep around yourself. It really helps. Let me padi bi will be home. And my friend nipa no na different number. Satana phone you. And my friend no na utimu say opentem akwaya ade nti na wonya time. And me say friend bi na me say oh I am neutral. I say oh ana wa da bo die. Me ji say obi tira me me and also and also okay member no office no I no benya time about at the end of my panel it could take me so many months to get that many instant. That's relationship, that's personality for you. Anytime you have the chance to choose between money and relationship, choose relationship. You will understand later. Relationship has made my comeback so easy. Obi timi shia oh neutral ade ato no. We've known ourselves for some time now. And I can't watch you go through alone. The person has given you a space for you to make a demand, make an offer. Some of the time you make some of the offer, knowing very well say nipa no be cutting it down. The person will just be like, Mati. And funny enough, someone will even go to the extent of asking you, is that all? So this tells you how powerful a relationship is. And the adebakwa investor money aware and they say one, don't think it can never happen to you. Secondly, prioritize your human relationship. It's very, 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 very expensive. It's our hondia ediko suku edisuya no. Fasa honde ni energy na build a relationship with you. Amount community I am fan say usiya maya oyi ofuni ena CEO edwuma. Ena me makoye course kwana ope obi dia yesa edwuma. Ena se onimu amount. Ena me so mikita certificate. But ono nso ni usu ni one e be fan first. Manka kura woni manza. You see the power of relationship. So you understand later. You understand later. And the idea me anyway, and they hear me pass it, they should be aware. Money is good, but there are moments where money have to pass through relationship.
So, and come on here, now, yes, so you have got into the, I think, the later part of the conversation. And see, later, we are ending. What is your final words?
My final words for the viewers could be say, sometimes just allow nature to take its own course. Because ye beside me say neutral, store now could be in some few minutes time maybe share. Over penia could be like I wouldn't say no. But nature has its ways of doing things or things happening and has its own ways of solving it back. I didn't see another, but you may never know why it happened. Like formerly, I also didn't. But the ending seems to be glorious. You can tell for yourself. Look at the environment we are seated. Look at you just have a critical look at the environment and ask yourself, does it work the process? Yes, it does. So this to tell you that some of the situations, you get to understand in the long run. But on the spot, okay, so we dream one. Every year, I know what to tell ourselves and with you because over stretching now. So sometimes many be on is here. Let's take a deep breath. Let's take back and then give time some time and see why. And if it's worth happening, then you know your way out.
Always give thanks.
Oh yeah.
That's what you travel. Look, me, I always see, say, you hear the see that, and then the God Almighty that we also has answers to questions that we don't have answers to. So look, I always tell you, you see this man, we are calling with you. It's one of the strongest people alive, my whole life. To watch your one stop in a space, in a few months, and then it's not even up to a year. You are able to set up something. If you look at the environment that's there, this is the new shop. And I like to take this opportunity to tell you that anywhere you are around Ghana and you are around, particularly in the city, when you just get to the regional capital, Dubai, just look for new shop. Come. It sells electrical appliance. It's electronic. I mean, what we use. Yeah, light when there's I mean appliances like
Computing and computing accessories.
okay, you can just see through the shop. Okay,
Mouse,
mouse,
keyboard, laptop, desktop, ring light, cables, A4, anything computing accessories, laptop bags, maybe I find say game pad, router, Wi-Fi, anything repairs, BBR,
bring your business or bring your problems, anything computing to neutral. His telephone number is right on the screen. Please pick it up and give him a call. Wherever you are around the region or in Ghana, neutral will respond to you. And as I tell you, this is a new show we are bringing in. Call it in the room. It's going to be a regular explanation. As time before, we are willing to go around. And me, myself, and I go by the name AMG Official. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share to others to see the videos. The channel will be unsubscribe. And send it there. And drop it to subscribe here. Notification button. Also, so that drop your other video. But now notification. There are a lot that we need to talk about. But for now, I'd like to say thank you very much for being with this. Lisa, I really appreciate your time.
I also appreciate
somehow I can't see the other and one can't see them. So, my viewers, this and many more we are going to say to you. So then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.